on to map number 3 here in a second. Sorry, map number 4 here in a second.
Isn't it 3?
No, yeah, it's 3. Wait. No,
we played
Gibraltar. No, it's map number 4 because...
We played Gibraltar.
We played Gibraltar. We played Gibraltar. We played Hollywood. We played Nepal. Yeah, so map number 4. Okay, you're throwing me off here.
You're right. You're right. Map number 4 tied up 1-1.
Correct.
I mean, there's reasons why.
Because we did have a draw.
Okay, Route 66. All right, then.
So we are ready on our end, and this should be interesting. Because C9 definitely showing us a bit of a different side there, and really anyone's series at this point. Would be interesting, though, if we did have to go back to Hollywood.
Yeah, just ask sides here, as that is Faze's map choice, so Cloud9 can choose if they want to attack or defend first. So they are ready. It looks like teams are ready. I'm just going to hit start. I'm not going to listen to anyone who tells me to go back to lobby. Ever. Never again. Fool me once, you know?
Alrighty, so 66 going to be the next flavor here. And in terms of what to expect here, I honestly, with what Sureforce is doing on McCree, he is going to be showing Genji here to start things out, but at least on defensive end, I would still like to see more McCree from him, just because it's doing a really good job at shutting down both Too Easy and Shadowburn on some of their favorite heroes, and he doesn't have to be the guy making the offensive plays, just the guy that's stopping the other team from making plays.
Yeah, I'd like to see Mendo on this Pharah. I think Pharah, he's really trying to bring it back, and it's going to be up to Too Easy to knock him out of the skies. And I'm not absolutely surprised that Shadowburn is on Genji. I think he just, as bad as games he had on Reaper, it just, you play what you're best at. And also Genji's great on this map anyway.
Genji in general, just a really comfort hero for Shadowburn. It's a case where he can get away playing Genji in places where other Genjis might not be able to get away with it, and it's why you see Faze run Genji more so than probably any other team right now. But taking a look here at the defense as it's fully set up, it will be Shadowburn on that Genji, Forsaken on the Zenyatta, Raucus on Ana, Zoms on Zarya, Too Easy on McCree, and Factor Fiction on the Reinhardt. So Too Easy, again, staying on everyone's favorite cowboy, where really, look at Too Easy when he's had big moments. A lot of them have come from McCree himself, so both teams clutching on McCree a bit here today.
His McCree's been steady. His Tracer has been flashy. We'll see what they want to run out here on offense, still doing some last-minute adjustments, but it does appear that they do want to run the combo with Mendo and Adam on Pharah and Mercy, respectively. Wolf will play the Ana, Rib on the Winston, Surefor on Genji, and Kai will play Zarya.
Alrighty, so offense rolling forward here from C9. Mendo right now just laying in the rockets. I will say, like, it's been amazing self-control on my part not to call C9 Faze a point just because Mendo used to be Faze. That was his team.
Yep.
Not with the current core people, but just he was affiliated with Faze.
He's still a Faze streamer, I think.
I think you're right on that. Like, if he did end up joining C9, there'd have to be buyouts and all that sort of stuff. But either way, right now, just laying in the rocket spam to start things out. And Faze doing a good job of just holding back. They are giving up a decent amount of payload progress here, though, so if they're going to make a move, they're going to have to make it soon. But Wolf able to take down Shadowburn early. The Ana dart absolutely on point. And this is a good omen here for the offense as they move forward. Nothing too crazy, just a good pick on Shadowburn and consistent payload progress.
Yeah, just going very back and forth. Too Easy does take out Mendo, though. That is a big part of why you're running that McCree on the defense. They do tempo res, but Adam pays his life for it.
Mercy being the martyr once more, but here comes Mendo. Nano boosted Pharah in the house. Gonna take down Too Easy. About to have the barrage up and at the ready. I don't think he has the greatest targets for it, but never stopped him before in the past, as Surefor was able to use Dragon Blade, get to the back line, and clean up the last remaining members of Faze.
Yeah, it's a hard map to be able to reinforce on, although they look like they have designs. Is this right? Nope, he's going to retreat. All right, so they were going to try to stall it out, but they are just going to pull back and play defense here, trying to get themselves in a good defensive position. Factor Fiction was going to rotate in, but now he finds himself in the low ground. They really want to get him on the high ground with the rest of the team. He does get up there eventually, so defense in a decent position right now.
Defense is going to be able to restabilize, if nothing else, which is good. One of the things that can always be rough for defense is where you go in for the last minute save, don't get it, and then give up half of the next point just because of that gambit. So, Faze not find themselves in that situation. They do have a Dragon Blade up here for Shadowburn. It's going to be an ult showdown here in just a moment. Zombs leads the way, leaps as Winston, but the counter coming in from Kai gets the Graviton, pulls in 3. But the follow-up just not there. It's too easy, and Shadowburn now coming in for Faze. Shadowburn, of course, coming out with the Dragon Blade, able to take down Cheer4, gets a second kill, and it's too easy versus Mendo in the back. Mendo's going to win that fight, but might not be coming back to much of a team right after.
Yeah, Mendo going very deep, trying to get a couple kills. Takes down Too Easy pretty early. Now finds himself alone, but there is Adam to keep him nice and healthy. They are getting kills. No one really on the payload. They do go back for it, and now they just absolutely crush that fight. This is one of the hardest points for the defense to come back in on, especially when you're running against this composition. Look at Mendo. His hands off the keyboard, just chucking rockets into the reinforcement path here. It's so hard to get back in. They're going to have to wait for Factor Fiction to do it. The good thing is, at least this card takes forever to get to the next point, so there will be another fight before this next point is taken.
Next fight is going to be right before second. You're right, it is a pain for the defense to get back out and reestablish here. And Mendo right now, just laying the rockets in the Winston, nothing too crazy. About to have Barrage up in a moment, but Raucus and Too Easy coming in. Too Easy with that pickoff. And Cheer4 going to try to be the difference maker here, but he's lost a lot of his team in the progress. Too Easy still in the back, but the resurrection going to bring everyone back up to life. And Mendo up in the skies, holding on to the Barrage, might just delete Lucio here in a moment. Holding on to it for now as C9 maintaining presence on the cart, in large part due to that resurrection.
Yeah, Tempo Res working out for them as they do have more bodies. Or Zombs is going to come in all alone, just get his Primal Rage. Shadowburn comes in, could try to help him out. 2v3 going on as Shadowburn's got Mendo in his sights. They do need to deal with him at some point. He's been alive far too long.
Mendo moving in, Justice raining on himself. I don't know what that was, Mendo, but that was not ideal at any rate. Too easy to get fall to Cheer4 though, so still a damage hope here up for C9. Cheer4 picking up the slack right now on this fight, but here comes Shadowburn. Dragon Blade is out. Genji on Genji action. Shadowburn coming out on top, makes it a double kill, and Faze going to get pushed back here, or Faze going to push back on C9 here. And I gotta say for Mendo, that was an awkward way to end your Pharah tenure as he switches off Pharah to the McCree.
It's a great spot to use the barrage. As we mentioned, that doorway is just really troublesome for the defense to push through, but he did not expect a scientist at point blank range, ate too much of his own splash damage, Rib sustained his way through it. So at least Mendo got a good chuckle out of it, but that's generally the position you want to be using your barrage in, just not that close to Winston.
One thing to note, this is the final attempt here for C9. They are running out of time. 50 seconds remaining. Rib's gonna have to make a lot of space in the backfield, but they're already down Cheer4. It's a 65. This is hardly a good situation to be in for them right now. Mendo going for what almost feels like a panic Deadeye here, and he's gonna find Shadowburn. Shadowburn used the deflect a little bit too early, able to punish that, so keeping the hope alive right now for C9, but the Earth Shatter from the back coming in from Factor Fiction ends up taking Rib on a ride. And Faze still looking very strong on this defense.
Yeah, Shore4 does come up over top, trying to get some damage in, but Zombs is pushing everyone all the way back. As you mentioned, this is going to be their last push, and able to clean up as Too Easy continues to pepper in shots. They are on the chase so hard right now. Gotta be a little bit careful, even with 10 seconds left, but you don't want to get caught out that far ahead. So they are going to retreat, looking good for a full hold for Faze.
Oh man, Deadeye coming out here from Too Easy at the very end. I'm not even sure if overtime's gonna get forced, but they're trying in any case. Wolf going to be the beneficiary of that Deadeye, getting taken out immediately. Graviton though coming in, a little bit of Reinhardt follow-up, but it's just not gonna be enough. They're able to sustain through it. But here comes Cheer4. The last moment. Is C9 going to live the dream? They might just do that. Cheer4, the death boss on the finish it off, ends up taking out 3. Oh my goodness, that was looking so bad for C9. But then the last moment heroics coming out from Ana and Reaper. It's Cheer4 and Wolf together. And I kind of feel like FaZe let that one get away from them. They should have been able to finish that out.
Yeah, that's rough, and as you mentioned, they just the ultimates came in. They weren't prepared for it. They did burn out Transcendence early to keep themselves alive. Not really misused ultimates, just the advantage was in favor of this Cloud9 team, and they just simply had more to use. Shore4 coming in over the top, cleaning it up.
Alright, Too Easy right now. Back in position, poking here in the back. Cheer4 though coming from the back line, immediately taking down Forsaken, getting away. They're down the Zen. And C9 off this pickoff. Opportunities abound. Cheer4 though, gonna find himself freezing over. 5v5 on the point right now. Shadowburn, don't always see him on Mei, but he's gonna use this to try and control the fight a little bit more and stall out C9.
Yeah, it's a nice point for a Mei too, because if they try to run in left or right, you see them on a flank, you just close the flank down. You just put a door there that's not necessarily always there. So Factor Fiction's been holding on to this Earth Shatter for a while. I think he's looking for a giant one just to be able to close out this game.
Mendo right now in on the top, looking to build up a little bit more. Too Easy though, getting the pick on the Wolf, so Faze holding strong, not grouping up. Too Easy on the double kill. Mendo gonna go for the last moment. Hail Mary Deadeye, but eats a bullet from Too Easy as a result. Too Easy show here on the defense, picking up Kai as well. And now with 12 seconds remaining, C9 did the heroics once before. Or are they gonna do it again? They do have Sure4 and the Nano Boost. I guess anything is possible. Here comes Sure4, moving right in. Nano Boost is up. He's going to have to wait for him to get out of the Graviton, though, so a lot of this Nano Boost going to the wayside. It's 2 extra kills here coming in from Faze, and they're doing this way better as Sure4 gets contained and dealt with.
Yeah, they are going to finally clean it up, so win condition becoming very simple for them on Route 66, which was their map choice. Simply get it a little bit further than that, but it is a long map between checkpoints here, and I'm a little surprised Cloud9 is even able to get it as far, because it looked like they were all but stopped on second point, aside for some last-second heroics. So this series is tied up 1-1, and continue to go onto the side of Route 66 here to see who will take the edge heading into our last map. Or second.
One nice thing about Route 66 is that technically it's not impossible, but it's going to be very rare to ever see a draw on this map because you'd have to push the payload equivalent distances on both sides. Not, again, it's not impossible, but it might be years before we ever see a draw on this map. Let's put it that way. So one team should be able to come away with this with a victory, one way or another.
Yeah, way to curse us into getting a draw somehow, even though it's...
The 2 points, 37-70 to 37-70, now approaching.
Yeah. Our next map's going to be Lijiang, so we're definitely going to that one regardless of what happens here because it is a best of 5. Teams are at 1-1. In case you were tuning in late, we did draw out on Hollywood, which if we need another map in the pool, if we have to go to a 6th map after that draw, we'll just go back to Hollywood and see if teams have figured it out and not draw out there. Anything interesting on either side here? I mean, Shadowburn running this Genji is not the most, unorthodox play. It seems like they're just running on their best heroes right now.
It's pretty standard, and Too Easy, he's had some good heroics on Tracer as of late, so not too surprised to see them come out with the double flanking offense to come things out, and then look at the defense. The only thing that's a little bit surprising is just given how much he was doing on McCree. I know Mendo plays a pretty decent McCree as well, but I kind of would have rather have seen Sure4 take the McCree here and put Mendo on the Reaper, something along those lines. Just because of the two, I feel like the drop-off from Mendo to, or for when it comes to Reapers, the drop-off from Sure4 to Mendo isn't as much as a drop-off you have a McCree when you go from Sure4 to Mendo, so I don't know.
Fair enough. Some cowboy duels on Route 66 wouldn't have it any other way. Too Easy versus Mendo with a history with each other anyway. They're always fun to watch when they played against each other, so perhaps the McCree battles will reignite the rivalry.
Too Easy versus Mendo. They've actually been relatively calm in chat. Really, the only person who's getting in chat here has been you, Hex, which is unfortunate because when we see Mendo and Too Easy, we want to see them go at each other. By the way, Hex does not deserve the hate. It's just target of the day. I don't even know. But Too Easy right now opening things up on the McCree. Getting pretty decent poke in to start things out. Yeah, and both teams just taking their time, neither really super engaging, but you take a look here, Faze is able to keep good payload progress up. Sure4 is going to be the first to fall. Now the 65, this is a big opportunity for Faze to open things up and start saying a very good time.
Yeah, Sure4 just ate a fire strike. Now Rabe's trying to get aggressive down there onto Factor Fiction. Misses his charge. Fact misses his as well, so both Reinhardt's trying to play the Rein games. It is Rib who goes down.
It's a little bit back and forth on both sides, but Mendo is going to get some of the cleanup here on McCree, takes down Too Easy, wins that fated battle. Deadeye coming out, laying the fight, but it's a little bit misguided. Forsaken, the immediate Zenyatta punish. Mendo not getting what he's looking for, and Sure4 off on an island by himself, going to get taken out as Forsaken and Shadowburn still alive. The Zenji combo, if you will, stomping around, but here comes the Earth Shatter. It is going to be Rib as cleanup crew takes down Forsaken. Shadowburn lucky to get out of there with his life. And it's going to buy C9 a little bit more time here on this first point.
It's going to buy enough time to at least get the rest of their team in here, too. Where are you safe from Earthshatter? Because they were pretty high off the ground. They are going to boost Factor Fiction, and he gets slept, though, right away. These darts have been on point.
Soundbarrier came in. Mendo wasn't able to be a recipient of it, but still takes down Shadowburn, and nonetheless gets the double kill off the flank, and Faze going to get sent back once more. So C9 with some clutch in them. Rib's Earthshatter definitely helping to set them up for that early on. So It's going to be a full reset for both teams, and Surefour now holding on to Death Blossom Kai with Graviton. Things are about to heat up.
It was a really nice sleep dart from Wolf there to take Factor Fiction out of the fight after he was under the effects of the Ana boost. It essentially turns the fight 6v5, and then you're going to get that kill later as long as you're communicating well. And for this Cloud9 team to have that level of coordination is impressive.
Surefour right now holding on to his Death Blossom, doesn't want to use it while Transcendence is in progress. Still takes down 2easy, and now looking to the back line, just using primary fire after primary fire, not doing anything else, saving the ultimate, and why not? This is a winning fight here from C9, and Hex, they really only have to win 1, maybe 2 more fights to win this map outright.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to keep eyes on Shadowburn because he's the one with the Dragon Blade ultimate ready, and we've seen him get 3 and 4 kills before. He's going to have to show up or do something and at least distract and let 2easy come in and just kind of get the damage in without being the primary target here. So Shadowburn is the one who's going to rotate in pretty quickly in front of his team. Deflect already on cooldown, though. Not the best of signs to start it out.
Surefour sitting here in the back line, just waiting for people to move in. Doesn't have the best targets here, but Forsaken doesn't look. Has no idea Surefour is there. Surefour gets the free kill, gets Lucio. These supports are actually just getting served up to him for no reason whatsoever. Going in on Zombs. 3 kills here from Surefour. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be Faze down to the last push, but seriously, what was that? That was a buffet for Surefour. First Forsaken's not looking at him, and then he gets a knockdown Lucio who can't defend himself. Oh,
yeah,
monstrosity.
The sleep dart again was great though. They got Shadowburn in the midst of that too, and he slept for the entire duration of it. So the fact that they're sleeping and then ignoring these targets as a team is great. And yeah, I think Wolf, if he does have to play the not Lucio support, he's looked so far his best on the Ana just based on how well he's hitting sleep darts.
Surefour right now versus 2easy. The Zarya's shield lets him go in deeper on 2easy, but here comes the other members of Faze trying to help out against Surefour, and Surefour says screw it, just uses the Death Blossom, takes down 2. They wanted Surefour, but they could not handle him as Cloud9 going the hold here on Route 66 and go up in the series 2-1 over Faze.
Final score.
Yeah, they just completely shut down Shadowburn. He died there in that last fight, too, on his way in. Surefour is playing just great on every hero that he wants to run. He's finding his feast options out there, just eating up supports constantly. Mendo was a little quiet, but fine, steady there, and I'm just pretty impressed with how well Wolf played on his Ana. We talked about Sleep Dart earlier. It's an ability that feels weird, just feels weird to use, and he's using it really well.
Surefour play of the game, and why not? This was the crazy overtime heroics where they were able to get into last. In the end, it didn't really matter with how the defense went, but still a heroic effort from C9.
All right, just set it to Lijiang Tower here.